a very different type of video. I'm here with Matt over there in that truck. Mine quite obviously looks better. But
Bro, we just started.
But basically, this is kind of gonna be more of a chill video for you guys wondering what this game is. This is American Truck Simulator. Some of you may know what it is, but essentially we just deliver things to places around the U.S. and yeah, and we get money for it. It's not really the most action-packed game, so we have a bunch of topics that we want to talk about, and just kind of think of it as a gaming video slash podcast for you guys to listen to, because I know a lot of you guys have been telling me to make a podcast, and also I haven't posted on YouTube in a minute, and we live streamed a while ago, but that didn't go to plan, so this is hopefully, tentatively, my first upload in a while, because this actually might not go up. If it did go up, then it means everything went well and according to plan, but right now, me and Matt are playing this game, and we are about to deliver this wide old trailer that you guys saw earlier.
Wide body trailer.
Like, I think we counted 32 and 34 wheels from Raton, New Mexico, all the way to Santa Cruz, California. That's gonna be.
How are we meant to turn out of here?
I don't know. The game didn't consult me with that. I think let me go first, because if you go, then we don't leave. So right. We're already off to a good start. I'm gonna get like trailer damage here. Guaranteed.
Don't even turn.
And
my.
And I'm right in the wall already. This is great. This game said I'm a skilled driver, then gave me this bullshit to maneuver out of. Truck drivers that may or may not see this video, how do you deal with this situation? Cause
I don't think they do.
It just doesn't happen.
It just doesn't happen.
I have to go out a little bit and then try to cut back at the last possible like leaving the littlest bit of distance between.
I say you roll over.
I would if my truck had clearance, believe me. Okay. That's as good as we're gonna get. Now I have to immediately. I can't even drive anymore. What's going on? Okay. I'm right.
You're not even on anything. It's actually glitched. I'm looking.
No, I'm on the wall on my screen. Oh,
no,
wait.
Oh,
shit! I felt the bump. I felt the bump. I felt the bump. Ah, we're going. We're stuck. Hold on. We're almost there though. Okay. Okay. We're getting there. I forgot there's oncoming traffic.
I don't think you understand how hard this is for me.
No, yours is way easier because I started off on the wall.
Mine is way harder. I have a truck there, buddy.
Just wait, what?
There's a white truck sitting. Oh wait.
Oh shit. Wait, right. Yeah. Try not to go at that deep of an angle, and there are trucks coming.
No,
I'm
good. I'm good.
There's construction here. I'm gonna make this turn.
I'm good.
Oh, wait a minute.
I'm not good.
You're not good?
No.
Uh-oh. I'm going to try to find somewhere that I can stop that won't, how do I get back into first person? Oh, okay. Top arrow, okay.
Yes,
it's been a minute since I played this game, guys. But yeah, I hope you guys do go on to enjoy the video. You're at the parking lot?
Yes, we are.
Okay, I am at this stoplight.
How has one done this turn efficiently?
What, the first corner? I see you back there. Just ultra.
I would have just clacked every single person in that entire lane.
Right. Oh Lord, I forgot that traffic is a thing, and we have to worry about other people while we drive. But anyway, yeah, like I was saying, I hope you guys do go on to enjoy this video. If I do look down, it's because shit, it's a green light. If I do look down, it's because I kind of have I have like a map of topics I kind of do want to discuss. So we have.
What the?
I'm gonna hit that pylon. I hit the pylon. I hit the pylon. I hit the traffic.
Oh my god! I hit a vehicle. How's that happen?
Did you get another red light?
Yeah.
Oh my god, pain. I would have.
For some odd reason, this pedestrian is backing up at the red light.
Usually, when we have a traffic mod, when I have like a traffic mod on, you can make it so that the lights last longer, so it clears out more traffic. But we don't have mods.
JJ.
Yes.
These cars are arguing apparently.
I'm pulling over.
Because these cars are hitting each other repeatedly.
I'm pulling over.
These cars are repeatedly clacking each other.
Oh my god! If there's any cars behind
me,
they don't have to wait.
Bro. He's reversing and then starting. Go.
Pedestrians in this game are very stupid. Like the fact that this dude in his white car could have switched and gone around me half a decade ago, but he's choosing not to. Matt, get in the left lane. The left.
My
lane.
God.
You just got stuck at that turn.
Yes.
Guys, I promise we're good at the game.
No, we're not. What do you mean? You gave me this. What did you give me to drive?
I didn't.
I was driving so good before.
I did not mean for the.
And then you gave me the entire Empire State Building on the back of my truck. I'm running this red light.
I didn't mean.
Yay.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
No, I didn't even run it. It's yellow. Let's go. We out.
Okay.
Let's go.
I'm trying to see first and try not to hit this pole.
JJ.
I'm not gonna hit you.
Yeah, but you might hit the fat bumblebee on the back of my truck. Oh, what is this?
It's a harvester. It's a harvester. I guess whenever you grow crops and then you can
21
send that
inch
out.
Vidoc. Or 21 inch? 21 vert? Oh my god.
Oh yeah, you need it.
21 vert?
Dude, that hill made my truck struggle. It's gonna be a long day.
I did that with ease.
Get in the right lane. We're getting on the way here.
Obviously, I can tell.
No, you can't.
How you gonna tell me?
You got yeah. So, this is very this is gonna be very tedious. They just released a new. I don't know if they just released it because it's been a minute since I played, but they just released a new like version of the game where now there's a speed limiter and it's off because there was a speed limiter the whole time, but it would literally only let us get up to 65, which means that you'd be sitting here for 500 million years watching us drive 65, actually in a 65, as if anyone does that.
With this wide load, we're probably gonna only be able to get up to 65.
Yeah.
I can't get past. Well, I'm at 59 right now. I was just pushing 100 on the way here.
There's a Chevy that is pushing something behind me, but it's not gonna get past that truck that I'm finna pass.
Bro, I need to go get coffee. I'm gonna.
You're already. My sleep's like halfway.
I'm like halfway.
For those guys who aren't aware, if you look in the bottom right corner, you can see the map where Matt is ahead of me, and you also see a bed symbol that's filling up with blue. You see a bed symbol that's filling up with blue, and that gets all the way filled. That means that our character has to sleep, and if we don't sleep, I'm pretty sure because they can't just make us fall asleep when we're playing online with each other, it like just starts finding us or something like that. There's also a gas symbol. We can run out of gas, so we need to get pit stops. You'll see the logos on the map for when we can stop. And then you see my money in the top right, which I have about 107K. How much do you have?
$6,000. My good sir. You broke bitch.
What? You said you have 6,000?
No, 286,000.
Yo,
yes, you
the
broke
first
one.
half of the number cut out.
It died.
It died. Oh Lord. Okay, I'm gonna cruise control at like 85 and then just take my finger off.
How do you do it again? C?
Yeah, C.
All right, cruise control has now been set up.
I'm going 80, so I still need.
I'm at 80.
And 84 and 5. All right. Matt, I'm going in the right lane.
All right. I was swerving because I thought it was good, but apparently not. Oh, you're going 85, you said?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's why.
And
this uphill is...
Yeah.
This uphill is kind of ruining me.
I'm doing 80.
Oh!
The Chronicles of Matt and JJ driving. Oh, shit!
JJ! Oh, my God.
I started looking behind me. Oh, my God.
You idiot.
Oh, there's a Volvo. I'm switching.
All right, go.
But yeah, getting into our first topic, generally, how's life, Matt? How's 2022?
Oh my God. By the way, I didn't know any of these topics before we started.
Yeah.
So, surprise. How's life? You know, rough start to 2022. I won't lie to you. It's definitely been rough. Yeah.
I feel like
rough start.
I feel like nationally, right? It hasn't been any like super. COVID spiked again.
Yeah, and inflation is. Lord have mercy.
Yeah, like a lot of things are getting. A lot of like prices are going up because a lot of workers are.
Gonna buy a chicken sandwich for $30.
I'm gonna take out a $50 billion mortgage loan on a goddamn bicycle or something.
Like,
because like workers aren't being like going out sick.
Tough.
So yeah, there's a lot less workers and everything. So prices are rising, but I feel like outside of that, like COVID spiked ridiculously, but like the deaths aren't really moving because we're starting to get used to it at this point, and the CDC has given up. So, I mean, yeah, nationally it's not really been anything too crazy so far. Like it hasn't been like some huge tragedy. Although Betty White did pass right before 2020 started.
Bro, man, R.I.P. Betty White, man. R.I.P. Betty White.
I'm just mad that they were super premature with their own birthday thing. Like, you should have just let it come and then be like, oh, by the way, Betty White just turned 100.
Yeah. It literally came like, they literally announced like her birthday. What?
I just slammed on the brakes. There's a cop right there.
Oh, there's a cop. I don't care. Wait, I'm going 95. He didn't say anything.
Oh my god, now I just lost all my momentum. I hate this game. Oh my god. Anyway.
You're going to lose it either way because there's a Cadillac that's not moving. Let's go.
Oh, but yeah, like I don't know. I feel like they super jumped the gun with that, but RIP to her. But like, personally though,
Betty White, man.
I wouldn't say that it's been super rough. I mean, obviously our situation.
Nah, mine. It's been rough. It's been very rough.
Oh my god.
Starts crying.
Oh my god. We'll cut this out.
I mean, it's been okay. No, let me switch it up. It hasn't been very rough, but it definitely has not been ideal. You know what I'm saying? It's been good though. It's been good to an extent, and I know it's going to be amazing. But like as of January 20th, 2022, it's been rough the last 20 days.
Yeah, I feel like this year is gotten off to a weird start because I feel like for a lot of not for a lot, but like the last couple years, we've gotten used to like, now here comes the new year, and then usually immediately something crazy will happen.
That is true. That is
like
true.
Kobe, was that 2021 or 2020?
2020.
Jesus Christ, it doesn't feel like it should be that long ago.
Wait, was it?
Was it 2020?
Yeah, 2020. I'm pretty sure.
Wow. So like it's like because basketball was still happening, isn't it? At that time. Yeah. So it was 2020. So like that happened. 2021, freaking people raided the damn Capitol. Like and there was a new president and everything. So it was like both the last couple years have started off really crazy, but like this year has felt like I feel like the way that this year started out for me means that it's going to be like the best year of my life. I'm predicting it. I'm manifesting it because I hope that it is. And
definitely.
But it is officially 2022, which means that we are graduating from high school.
We are. Like no, I was really thinking about that the other day. I was like, man, I'm gonna fail. No, I'm just joking. I was thinking about that. I was thinking about that the other day, and it kind of dawned on me because I was looking at the freshmen who were beating on the lockers in the locker room, and it kind of like dawned on me that like they're starting their journey. You know what I'm saying? And like we're ending ours, bro. That's wild.
It's mad. And I always think about it too with like the juniors even because a lot of the juniors in my school they care way more about the school than we do. So it's like crazy to think that like I came into this school year after like having done junior year on a Chromebook like okay I want to change and so far I won't say that we've gotten to do so much obviously because we still have to be worrying about COVID and then people at our school at least the way that they run it they're very concerned about behavior issues so it's very hard for us to get to do anything but it's like I came in and I was like, all right, bet, we're doing it. And now it's like, I'm literally at the end. Because, like, for those of you who don't know, I'm student body president at my school. I'm literally, like, at the end of my term, essentially. And I'm getting sad about it. I'm getting sad because now it's like...
shut up.
No, because now I gotta pass the torch to a whole different class of juniors and see what they do. And then, like you said, the freshmen are just now starting. Like, I'll talk to some freshmen and they'll be like... They'll like say something and be like, oh, something about the school, and I'm like, bro, you still gotta be here for 4 years. Like, I'm out. Like, that's crazy to me. And it did go by fast. Everyone around us was like, when you go to high school, those 4 years gonna go by fast. And I never saw it because I'm like,
exactly.
We're in the same building for 4 years. What the hell do you mean fast? Nope, I blinked and now I'm finna graduate. It's Crazy.
Is that Tim? Is that Tim?
Wait, did Tim join?
Hello there.
Timothy!
Timothy did. Why did we scream his name?
We are definitely recording, and remove yourself from your mic because you're very close to it.
I have my AirPods in.
Oh yeah, without it.
I didn't think
whenever you get the opportunity,
I think you're just very deaf.
Shut up. Whenever you get the opportunity, take them out or something. But I don't know. We can hear you. It's just like muffled.
No, it's not actually.
Shut up. You're lying to him.
No, like actually, I think.
Oh my God, I'm swerving. I'm definitely.
I don't know who to believe.
I'm still definitely going 85 and a 65 because I can't be bothered to read cruise control. But hopefully we don't pull up on a cop.
Oh, my controller just died. I didn't even realize.
Oh Lord.
I need a massage gun. My legs hurt.
Your legs.
All right. Joshua has one.
Yeah, I do have one. My legs still hurt.
Yeah.
This dude
I'm gonna need to take that up off you.
I just got brake checked by a white Volvo SUV on the U-way. I might raise hell. But like no, I've been speaking of that. I've been meaning to use mine because that conditioning for the first time in like 4 weeks kicked my ass the other day. And
Bro, my hamstrings are telling me if you don't get a massage gun, we're gonna start failing.
Gee, we were doing back pedal laps. Like that was hell. And then we did that for like 20 minutes, along with a bunch of other core workouts that were doing around the same time. And then I've been doing the push-ups because I've been trying to keep up with the whole one push-up for every day of the year like thing. And so my arms.
Day 20.
So when my arms are sore, and then I go to school only to get beat on by certain people. So you know. Finna start utilizing that massage gun.
We ran a mile and a half today.
You ran a mile and a half?
Yeah.
That's what you get for doing long distance. I came to my senses quickly. I said we graduated 8th grade.
There's plenty of sleeping spots.
Yeah, my bed is actually full, so we probably.
Should we take a snooze?
Yeah.
We could take a snooze, and I could go do what I need to do.
Actually, yeah, you could do that.
Take a slumber.
That would be a perfect resting point.
It would be a perfect resting point.
Pun intended.
Take it.
You're ugly.
Shut up. Leave me alone.
That was so bad.
Nah. You know what's bad is the fact that this Jeep is doing 20 approaching this exit. I'm finna run through it.
They're driving like a civilized human being.
And it's a 75 and he's doing 40. I don't want to hear.
Oh, well, never mind then. Run him over.
Why are you going left, man? Oh, you're going right. Never mind.
Why aren't you going left?
Because he was not going left. It looked like on my screen that you were going left. And now it's a red light. Great. Turn on red. I'm turning on red.
No.
I do this wide old turn. Oh Lord,
bro! I thought they supposed to fold over. This what do you mean? I just hit it and it gave me damage. JJ, you hit me, I'll kill you.
I'm gonna need you to change this Discord picture, JJ. It's kind of old.
Well, I didn't change it to that, did I? Someone decided to violate me.
I said I'm gonna need you to change that Discord picture because it's me.
Oh! I thought you meant of the actual Discord. Yeah. That picture's not going anywhere.
I say we leave it.
That picture's not going anywhere. That's legendary.
I think there's nothing wrong with
that. That is the best picture I ever taken.
Vote. Change it.
I don't think you
I have
understand.
some strong feelings about that picture.
This is not a democracy. This is Discord.
All right.
I have some strong opinions.
I'm gonna hit this other truck. I'm gonna hit this other truck. I'm gonna hit this other truck. Why did I come here? Why did I come in here? Why did I do that? Why did I do that?
Okay, I don't know.
Okay, now I can stop being.
You do a lot of questionable things.
All right, we're gonna take a short intermission, and you guys will pick back up when we're on the road. But we're gonna get some rest here, and yeah, I'll see you guys in a little bit. Okay, we've gotten our coffee.
Next topic.
Oh yeah, we did talk about life. Oh shit, wait, I need to actually make it out this car park alive before we can start the next topic. Because I pulled in awfully close to that truck, and I'm definitely gonna scrape it here.
You're an idiot.
Yep, I scraped it. It didn't give me damage though, so we're fine. Where do we exit?
I'm trying to figure that out.
We're gonna go back in.
I'd assume this way.
Alright, actually, I do gotta open my phone so I can figure out the next topic, isn't it? Oh shit, I hit a fence!
You're an idiot, bro.
I wasn't looking.
How you hit a fence?
I wasn't looking. Oh shit. That's gonna be a video clip because it literally just happened in slow motion. But anyway,
Did you have one job? Don't
the
hit it.
second topic that I was gonna discuss was, and funny that Tim's here now. The Bulls this year. It's been good up to recently.
Yeah, because Lonzo Ball's having surgery.
Oh yeah, I just saw that today.
Yeah, 6 to 8 weeks. That's
Crazy.
sad.
That is.
So we're gonna drop in the rankings pretty soon.
Bad. We just got Caruso back.
We're going down to at least 4th.
We just got Caruso back too. Pain.
I forgot he was on the team. He was gone for so long.
Yeah, he's been gone for forever.
Oh, Caruso.
That is very tough. I don't know. What'd you say, Tim?
Oh, Caruso.
Caruso was on the team. You can kill yourself.
I didn't turn my camera back on.
Good one, JJ. Smart boy.
I'm brilliant. Trust me. Hold on. Don't.
No, don't trust him. Don't believe a word he says.
I'm brilliant. Okay, we're back. Lord have mercy.
My hair looks really good in this picture. Anyway.
My car won't drive. What are we on?
What'd you say?
But yeah, yeah, so the Bulls so far have been super good up until recently when everybody decided to get injured, and now
injured or COVID?
Yeah, injured or COVID, and now we're missing Lonzo Ball. He's out with a knee. What is his knee injury?
Zach LaVine is still out.
Yeah, he's getting knee surgery.
Knee surgery, so he might not ever be the same. I pray that he comes back.
Wow. Okay, JJ.
Like I said, May. Like,
nah, he heard a Chicago Bull and knee surgery and thought Derrick Rose.
No, you brought that shit up. I didn't bring that up.
Wow.
You brought that up.
No.
Shut up, Tim. I don't want to hear it from the Golden State Warriors fan over here.
Whoa.
Yeah, you brought that up.
Tim, he just call you a
bandwagon too. Golden State Warriors. He's a bandwagon too, Trey.
Wow. First of all, let's get things more. Man, I can't even speak.
Yeah, okay.
First of all,
good defense, sir. Good defense.
Man, Clay was coming back. He talking about, you just don't appreciate good basketball. Dude was saying that Clay was coming back, and I was like, I don't care. I want the Bulls to beat them. Da-da-da. He's like, well, if you don't care, you just don't appreciate good basketball. I said, no, I just don't like the Warriors.
Let's be real. Clay
it's
coming
good
back
for him. Good for him, yeah. But if Clay,
day in history for the NBA.
Good for him. But if Clay contributes to the Bulls losing by 60, I don't care that he came back.
Exactly.
Like what?
Thank you, Joshua. At least.
Well, he came back against the Cavs.
Yeah, but we played them since then, and how did that turn out?
Wow.
Yeah, bad.
Crickets?
Yeah. I don't appreciate good basketball. Yeah, not when it's against us. Damn it.
I wanted them to be playing the worst they've ever played.
Yeah.
That's probably why he died.
You know, Tim? You should die next.
Oh my God.
You know, you speak a lot of death on things, Matthew. I'm scared now.
Yeah, your hammy's next.
Wow.
Fourth lap. I'm
Just
sorry.
like,
I'm sorry.
I was gonna make a Lonzo Ball joke.
Too
soon.
Oh my Lord.
Let him get the surgery first.
I mean, JJ's the one who said he might not ever be the same.
It's a possibility. I don't want it to happen. Oh my Lord.
But no, hold on. What do you think? Okay, so.
I had to make 4,000 for my driver, Julie.
Wait, so
we all
so
know
I'm
what happened to
confused,
D-Rose, right?
Yeah.
We all know what happened to D-Rose, right?
Yeah.
So,
See?
I started thinking.
Give me set up. What happened?
What?
What happened, Tim?
With
with Lonzo Ball?
Yeah.
Oh, with Lonzo Ball.
Oh, I don't know. I didn't see him get injured or something like that. I just started hearing he wasn't in the lineup and stuff, and I saw a Bleacher Report that said he was injured.
Exactly. That's what I was.
What?
Like, when did he get injured? I'm confused.
I saw on ESPN it just said he's out 6-8 weeks with knee surgery. I was like, what happened? I thought I would see a video clip of like he did something, and I don't know, maybe it was off the court thing.
But no, it was more than likely definitely on the court.
Yeah, I just.
But I'm gonna look that up. But anyway, what I was saying. We all know what happened with Derrick Rose and stuff like that.
Oh my God!
Uh-oh. Did you crash? Okay, continue, Tim. I think
continue. JJ, if you see a truck in the middle of the road, I apologize.
Oh my God.
I got ear-raped and Matt flipped over his stuff. That's great.
No. I flipped someone else over.
Oh.
While going 85 miles an hour.
Continue about D-Rose. We keep cutting you.
Anyhow.
Good one. Anyhow.
So we all know what happened with D-Rose and stuff like that. So I was thinking, we might just be witnessing the what if Derrick Rose never got injured with Ja Morant.
What do you mean by that?
That is true. That is very true.
Statistically speaking, they are at the same rate. Their numbers are very similar.
Very similar. I just saw that the other day, Tim, actually. And
a
obviously
similar
their
style
play
of play.
styles. Exactly. So, what if Derrick Rose never got injured? But then
Ja Morant.
Tim,
the problem is, I was going to say, the problem is, Tim, we're Bulls fans, so that's painful.
Yeah, it is. It is painful.
The Grizzlies are like
50 and a 70.
What are the Grizzlies right now?
I think they're fourth.
Fourth?
In the West. I think they're fourth in the West, actually. Which is kind of...
Yeah, they just came off of an 11-game winning streak.
Wait, for real? The Grizzlies?
We couldn't even make it.
Yes, the Grizzlies were on an 11-game winning streak.
Wow.
Painful.
The Bulls were on a... What did we end on? A 10?
Oh, no, we ended on an 8 or 9.
No, it was a 9.
It was a 9? Oh, we didn't even get the 10? That's unfortunate.
Painful. That's painful. But yeah, the Grizzlies are third in the West now. They passed the Jazz.
I just want us to beat the Warriors at least once.
That would be great. No, that would be very great.
The Suns are doing well.
And I don't even dislike the Warriors.
Yes, you do.
I don't. I
yes,
really don't. Timothy, you just love the Warriors.
Yeah, that's the thing. You see anything other than, oh my God,
that's
Stephen
the problem.
Curry,
I don't dislike the Warriors. It's just I like the Bulls better. Exactly.
Essentially, Tim, you're a third. But I gotta get a vehicle inspection.
Yeah. I hope you failed.
Painful. Oh, well, here's Matt though. And there's a trap.
Yeah, our last 10 games were 5-5. That's not good.
Yeah, we did go on a quick and easy
4-game losing, 5-game losing streak.
We went on like a 4-game losing streak. That was painful.
Yeah. We lost to any and everybody.
Literally.
In that little span.
That Celtics game was a heartbreaker, honestly.
We lost.
I literally that night I googled like the Bulls and it would like gives you the live update with like the time and it was just like fourth quarter 112 with 9 seconds left and I was like, oh, give the ball to DeMar DeRozan again. Like I wasn't even watching it, but I was like, please give him the ball, see what happens, and then it's
and then he airballed.
Wait, he did?
Yes, he airballed it. Did you not watch?
I didn't watch it. No, I only saw.
Yeah, they Vucevic threw up a wide open 3, and then it hit the top, and then DeRozan got the rebound and did a fadeaway and airballed.
Damn.
Yeah, unfortunate.
It kind of feels like.
Can we just I want to know, the Celtics were a good team a few years ago. What happened?
The Celtics need to rebuild.
They are 23-23.
What?
The Lakers just need to retire.
We'll take
Smart. The Lakers are old. Yeah. What? What'd you say, Matt?
We'll take Smart.
For who? Who are we giving up?
That's tough.
Couple draft picks.
They're gonna want a player at least.
You're right.
They're not taking just draft picks for Marcus Smart.
We'll take Smart for.
They'll probably give him Kobe White or something.
I was gonna say for Javonte Green, but
we need Javonte.
We want him. We really want him. Never mind. Yeah, we got Green. He'll develop. I'm not gonna lie to you. I need to see more from Pat Williams. I really do, because I keep hearing people say no. I know. But I keep hearing people say no. We need him. We can't use him as leverage, but. Like, he's not playing, and when he was playing, obviously, it wasn't spectacular. Summer League was spectacular, but we haven't seen what he could do in the NBA. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I need to see him, because I don't like this narrative that he's some unstoppable goddess. I was hearing people say get rid of Io over him, and I was like, well, okay, come on.
You're smoking the finest of dope.
Yeah. He set some record recently.
I'm looking at our roster right now.
Io, yes. Yeah. Youngest player in NBA history to get like 90%, like a 20-point game, and like 90%
from the field.
From the field, yeah.
He shot 9 for 10.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
stupid. And he had a couple threes in that game too.
Exactly.
And made them all.
And newsflash, he's a rookie.
Third.
Almost crashed.
Was it second or third round pick?
Second, I believe.
Second?
I think it was a second.
Yeah,
Let me look.
Definitely.
Round 2, pick 38. Yeah.
I have 12% damage.
Round 2, pick 38.
I have 12% damage. I have 12% damage.
What?
I have 12% damage. I hit a pylon. I hit a pylon.
I think if we were to try and go for Marcus Smart, right, judging by who we have on our roster, who we would want to give up and could possibly get Marcus Smart, I think we would probably have to part with Derrick Jones Jr.
Honestly, we just need a big man / power forward. Honestly, I heard some talking about Sabonis, but I forgot who they wanted to give up. It was something drastic.
I saw a complete BS trade. It wasn't an official trade, but it was like, I think it was like a mock trade or something with the 76ers and the Warriors trying to get rid of Ben Simmons. I'm like,
the Ben Simmons. I think I saw what you're talking about. I saw it on Twitter.
Was it on Bleacher Report that I saw it? I hope it was, because I'm looking for that post right now.
It said something about Ben Simmons to the Warriors or something like that for like 2 people. I was like, what?
That was straight blasphemy.
Yeah, definitely.
If I do say so myself, that was blasphemy. And, hold on, let me look it up. I'm going to look that up because I'm going to find it. I saw like three names on there that I was like, whoa, you're smoking if you think you're getting anything out of that.
Wasn't Ben Simmons supposed to be like good or something? Or was he just like never made? Yeah, wasn't he like a high draft pick or some shit?
He was the first.
He was the first.
Pick.
And he's
not mid. I wouldn't say he's mid after further consideration. He's not mid. He's just not performing, nor is he playing. That's the biggest problem.
You know, I feel what's going to happen is he's going to do what Lauri Markkanen did.
Yeah.
He's going to get to a new team and start going stupid.
Yeah. I mean, you seen him on the Cavs the other night. That was ridiculous. Against, I think, the Nets.
I'm like, where was this when we needed you most? Where was it? I'll wait.
Tim, we were talking about the beginning of the year, and but you weren't here for that conversation. How's 2022 been for you so far?
Of me? Ooh,
Is it ooh?
2022 has been treating me pretty nicely this year. I mean, you got your ups and your downs.
I just broke my phone. There's no way my phone is not dead after that fall.
You're good. No, you have your ups and your downs, but...
All right, continue. I apologize.
No, I can't complain. Oh, I mean, I can't complain right now because my hamstrings are about to just snap in two. But other than that,
well, I mean,
pretty good.
Austin, and you decided to do track again this year, so that's a new start for 2022.
Yeah, the problem is I'm a senior.
Yeah, I don't know how you got it in you, man. Because I was watching them run around the other day when I stayed a little bit after school. Could not be me.
Could not be me. Martell asked me. He was like, why didn't you do it? I looked at him like he was crazy.
He did.
8th grade was my final season.
I was like, sir, nah. I'll stick to the money making, couch sleeping.
Money making, couch sleeping.
I am whipping this vehicle. I'm not gonna lie, even though
I'm mad I can't find
12% damage. I hit a pylon.
Yeah, shut up.
All I know is they said they wanted Wiggins, Green, Kamun, was it? Damn, I want to say Kamunja or Kamunga, but it's one of those. And some draft picks, and that's all I can remember.
Bunch of ridiculous.
For Simmons, Tobias Harris,
yeah,
and Drummond.
Yeah.
And I was like, so that's not happening. Mm-hmm. Tobias Harris, in my opinion, has the most value out of those three. And no.
Yeah, easily.
And no, that's just not happening. I mean, we'll take Tobias.
Oh, definitely.
Simmons can ride the bench.
I don't know.
At least we're talking about one Chicago team that's being good.
Yeah,
And
let's
see, the
not talk
problem
about
with
the Cubbies.
Yeah, the Cubs and the Bears, for that matter.
Yeah.
Both,
Oh Lord.
the Bears and its child are.
I don't even want to talk about the Bears. Next topic.
Living in a cardboard
Next
box.
topic. Next topic.
Nope. We gotta open this wound because we already said the Cubs, and that's already painful enough. But
why do I see De'Aaron Fox?
Interesting. I didn't even have this written down, but there's something that I can tell you guys about that you probably don't know. Speaking of the Cubs, you know MLB might get canceled next year.
Oh yes, the lockout.
There is a player. There is a player lockout. So basically, there's a problem between the owners and the players association, and they've been like, the players have been feeling like they're not getting paid like as much as they should because owners have been cheaping out.
Of course.
Always.
Don't they make the most money out of any sport?
Not the out of any. Soccer is probably the most.
Soccer is the most.
Yeah, in North America, I think
I said
they
in
do.
the Americas.
Oh yeah,
in North America.
In North America, yeah, but like
MLB gets paid the most out of NBA, NFL.
They feel like they haven't. I'm kind of oversimplifying, but they feel like they haven't been getting paid enough, and there's like certain benefits. There are certain ways the owners have been cheapening out on them, and like the way how they got the 2020 season underway, like that took like fucking, they had to freeze over hell just to come to an agreement because the owners wanted to get back as soon as possible, but the players were like, we don't think it's safe because COVID and da-da-da, and like they had to make a bunch of compromises, and we all knew that a work stoppage might happen after that. This is the first one since I think 1994, and like they've been stopped since like just after the World Series, and like I think like late November they had to shut down, which means free agents can't sign anywhere. The Cubs got one guy, Marcus Stroman, who's a pretty good pitcher. They got him before the lockout happened, but they want to get this shortstop named Carlos Correa, who's like one of the best players in the league, which I don't know the intelligence of doing that, but they want to compete again, even though they had to rebuild for half a season, I guess. So they're looking at getting him, but no one can meet with each other. Nobody can, no like front office can talk to any of the players. Apparently some player whose brother was like on the front office of some other team couldn't talk to each other at Christmas because technically it's against the law. So like, it's bad, and they're not getting anywhere.
Crazy.
They're not getting anywhere. There have been teams who are like try to hesitate on making plans on coming to spring training so far, because spring training technically will start in February, and we have no fucking idea where the agreement's going to be. So if we hit the end of February and they still don't have an agreement, spring training will be on hold until they get there. And if we hit April, that means that the 2022 season is going to be delayed. So that's going to be ridiculous. And
it's actually crazy how greedy like players and the owners are.
You are making millions.
And even then, owners are like
talking about owners. I was going to say, if we're talking about owners,
I have 14% damage.
Billions.
I have 14% damage.
JJ, what do you want?
I just hit a forward escape.
That's like
I tried to switch lanes fast, it didn't work. But
owners are making billions, so it's like.
And you're still not satisfied. You want more.
Yeah, I don't know. It's very weird. And then
throw like 2% of that my way, I would be happy.
When you factor in the fact that like a lot of these owners, like, and a lot of the teams and stuff, they will like. Keep in mind, a lot of these stadiums and everything are built with like taxpayer money. So like a lot of the times when these owners aren't getting enough bottom line, they'll just pack up and move the team, which is a situation that the Oakland Athletics could be facing. They might be moving to Las Vegas too, with all the other fucking teams that seem to be in Oakland. They keep leaving and going to Las Vegas because the city has a lot of problems. The athletics field is terrible, and even though they're like not putting a good team on the field enough to like get people to care, their attendance is so bad, it might be like the worst in the league, and they're thinking about packing up and moving to Las Vegas in the coming years, which will just hurt the city even more. So like a lot of owners will tend to do that when they don't feel like they're getting enough profit out of whatever city. They'll just
JJ's here.
Yes, I am.
Hey, buddy.
2 car accidents and I'm back.
How have you made? Oh,
sorry. Ah, Nika! Why did you hit my trailer?
Oh my God, JJ, stop! Okay.
What are you doing?
I hit the barricade and then I tried to swerve over and then I hit you.
Oh my God, I have 3% trailer damage now. I'm not gonna get any money.
Looking at you, so I didn't know my car was turning.
Lord have mercy.
Wiggins has a surprising amount of votes.
There's a lot of things going on. Stop switching lanes, Matt.
I'm looking at my
2.6
map.
million?
There's a surprising amount, not surprising. There's like a work stoppages and stuff. I mean, they're pretty rare, but like
It's actually no. What's actually crazy is we were just talking about it in my economics class. So like, and then like I think like we were talking about it, and then like the news came out that like it was a player lockout. We're like, wow.
A lot of the flack is going. I'm going on the shoulder. A lot of the flack is going to the new commissioner in baseball because he's a dickhead. But I'm not gonna get into that. But like, yeah, it's just an overall like terrible situation. And there's what is going on? How did you just speed up that much? What is going on? You're lagging your ass off.
I'm lagging.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Please don't lag into me.
Because I was about to ask the same. I'm like, wait, how am I in front of you?
I'm switching lanes.
Why?
Because I need to. There's a truck in that lane. But yeah, that's the thing. I can't. That's the first time. I mean, it's kind of neat, not neat, but it's kind of cool that you get to see it because last time it happened we weren't born, and that like ate half the season. But I also really don't hope it eats half the season because I'll be mad. But you know,
obviously,
that's the thing. That's a cop, and if they find me, I'm gonna be so mad. I'm doing 84 and 55, and he didn't say anything. Man, that cop deserves a raise. Speaking of police,
okay.
So it's kind of the most morbid segue you could possibly do for this topic. So there was a clip that happened recently where Joe Biden was at a meeting or some sort of summit. I don't remember if he was at like some UN thing or if he was just giving like a press conference or something because it was around the year mark. It's actually been a year since this dude has been president, which is weird. Feels like a decade, but
oh my god, wait, today makes a year.
Yeah, January 20th, and then like 14 days ago made a year since they tried to overthrow the government to keep Trump in power. But anyway,
okay.
but anyway, so there was a thing that happened where he was talking about, it was on, I'm pretty sure it was on MLK Day. He was talking about like the death of, and it went on SHADEROOM, I'm pretty sure, and the troglodytes on SHADEROOM.
My God, don't get me started.
They lost their damn mind.
Can we make that? No. Can we make that? Can we segue into that?
Yeah,
my God.
Yeah, we'll get to that.
SHADEROOM comments.
The SHADEROOM comment sections might be the worst thing that has ever happened to social media.
People I've ever experienced.
Okay, but continuing on.
I'll stay on the SHADEROOM.
We'll talk about the SHADEROOM after. But like, so what happened was Joe Biden was giving a press conference or something, and something was said along the lines of, even the death of Martin Luther King didn't have the worldwide impact that George Floyd did, and people clipped that clip. And people, I saw that. Yeah, clip. And people clipped that out of context and was like, Joe, what do you mean? Like, and I saw it, and I was like, and I think
George Floyd was more important.
Yeah,
so that's not what
that's
he
my
meant.
thing. Anthony, my friend Anthony, sent me the message, and he was like, "What does he mean by that?" And I was like, probably
you can't be serious.
I was like, probably that in the age of information that we're in, you know, in 2022, when you can literally go online and see a video of someone getting executed in broad daylight for 9 minutes straight, maybe, just maybe, that can have more people involved in trying to combat that than the assassination of a civil rights leader that took place before the fucking internet. So yeah, no shit. If there was video of someone like MLK now that was as important to like black civil rights today getting shot and dying,
the world would burn. The world would burn.
Then you'd see similar outrage. But that didn't happen for MLK because of the time that he lived in. And on top of that, he was hated in America when he got killed. He was hated at the height when George Floyd got killed. BLM saw like upwards of 70% support, like from all types of people, from white people, black people, White people hated MLK when he was alive. So no shit, it didn't have as much of an impact. Like what? Yeah, for black people it was like tragic, and people at the time were like, "Oh my god!" Like it was such a big thing, and it rightfully was. Like the guy just got assassinated, but there was not internet. There wasn't recordings of everything that happened. There wasn't.
And overall, the world was not as progressive as it is now.
Exactly.
So why would they like you mentioned recently that like you had people in different countries saying Black Lives Matter and doing rallies and all types of stuff. They weren't doing. No one was doing that when MLK died.
Exactly.
Like it wasn't. No one cared that much. It wasn't that progressive. No one cared about the rights
I
of
can
African
guarantee
Americans
you,
in America.
you didn't see
because we were hated.
You didn't see massive outcry of support from like Swedish people.
Exactly.
In the wake of MLK's assassination, like no, that was very much an America-centric thing, and I'm pretty sure if it was in the age of information, it probably would have been more worldwide. But we're in 1968, so like.
And even if it was more worldwide, they didn't like us. Like,
they really did.
It's not like, okay, if we're being honest, if we're being very honest, a lot of the overall support from big corporations and overall just people about Black Lives Matter, a lot of that support came from the trend of, okay, we have to. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Especially from the big,
like blue chip. Oh. Especially from big blue chip corporations, right? Of course they're going to say, okay, yeah, Black Lives Matter,
and it's good for business.
It's an image at the end of the day. Back then, that wasn't the image. No one cared.
No one cared.
We do realize that, like, that same
no one cared regardless of where you were. It's not like you went to Sweden. It's not like you went to Sweden as an African American and you were loved and had automatic like rights to everything. You went to China. That wasn't a thing.
Only thing that really would have shifted was that the information would have spread faster. Maybe a few more people would have been angry.
Yeah, of course.
But
it wouldn't. It still wouldn't have caused.
Because and you touched on it. I really like the top. There's a vehicle and the truck stopped in the middle of the road, Matt. So be careful. But anyway, you touched on the topic of like corporations. Yes, it's in corporations' best interest now to not be racist. Shocker, It wasn't that way in 1968. We forget that Nixon became president that year. What, are you daft? No shit that they didn't want to spread the information of MLK's death worldwide, obviously, because he wasn't as important to people because the world was way more conservative and way more racist than today. So my thing is, it pisses me off, and this segues more into the shade room point. We had this nigga Donald Trump for 4 years. Every single day, there being some new scandal, some new potential clause in the Constitution that he broke, some new bullshit that he was on. And, yeah, people will be like, oh, look at this big wild shit that Trump said, okay? But, newsflash, we have a different dude in the White House. I still don't like him, but we are not in the age anymore of there's something coming from the White House every day. Because Joe Biden actually has somewhat of a brain cell about him. So people are now finding themselves scratching and clawing to make news out of every little thing that happens when the same shit probably happened under Obama and nobody said a damn thing about it, whether or not it's good or bad.
Because I don't know where this narrative came. This narrative came after we got rid of Trump. This narrative came that Joe Biden was the savior.
Yeah.
And yes, okay, he got us out of the Trump administration, but in no way was anybody saying Joe Biden is the smartest, Joe Biden is our savior, Joe Biden will lead us to black victory, or whatever the shade room thinks.
Yeah, so everyone in the shade room goes, ugh, man, we voted for Joe Biden, he's not doing anything. No shit, he's not doing anything to help black people for real. He's a Democrat born in 1931. Like, no shit, he's not going to do much. That's why when you're looking at the candidates and you looked at your ballot that year and you said, I could vote for Bernie, He seems like he cares about a lot of issues.
It was with Obama.
But you know what? Yeah, Joe Biden was Obama and I know him, so let me vote for him. You can't then complain, but Joe Biden not doing shit. Yeah, because he said he wasn't going to do nothing. He literally went in a boardroom.
I see a lot of people, especially Joe Biden.
That was just a better too evil.
Joe Biden made a statement today. Joe Biden made a statement today. They asked him about re-election, and he said his administration, Biden-Harris administration, would be coming back for 2024, right? And I look at the comments today, Shade Room, and a lot of the comments are obviously like, what do you expect? Like, we're not voting for you again, Joe. Never again. You're not getting a second term. Yada, yada, yada. And I saw, out of the thousands of comments I actually saw, I saw one smart comment. And that one smart comment said, I'm going to see my options. And like, when I tell you, I almost shed a tear. I was like, there's no way. There's no way someone actually is smart in the shade.
Yeah, because
of
my issue.
But it's like, it's like people almost forget that's what the point of voting is. You know, research your candidate. That's the point of democracy. Because you research your candidate. You do your research, you go to rallies, you pick up as much information as you can so that on that day in November you can actually cast your. Oh my God!
What'd you do?
I just hit like 50 the polls.
Oh
I'm at 22%.
Yeah.
Anyway.
That shit you was talking.
But yeah, you know that's kind of the point of voting.
Yeah, and my thing is right. My thing is right. Like, again, we've had Joe for a year, okay? And idiots are already like, oh, we're not voting for you again. Again, if someone primaried Joe Biden from the left, like if AOC ran, or if Bernie, I don't think he'll run again, but if someone more progressive, like if John Ossoff, or Raphael Warnock, the two people who won in Georgia or whatever, if they got enough support to mount a presidential campaign and I agreed with them more on the issues, then I'd want, because we're actually voting in 2024, I'd want to not vote for Joe Biden and vote for them. But you can't just say we're not voting for Joe Biden, because if Trump runs again, or if someone worse than Trump runs again, which is only the future of the Republican Party, it's only going to get worse from Trump. So you can't just, I'm not voting now. Because then what do? You make shit worse. Yeah, you can highlight all you want, Shade in the comment section. You can highlight all you want Joe Biden's shortcomings. But you aren't highlighting the fact that the only other option is to move further left. The more you say that Joe Biden and the Democrats are trash, and the less you acknowledge that, hey, but the Republicans are way fucking worse, and if we give them an edge, they will fuck our rights up. You are enabling them, and you're making idiots in that comment section go like, oh, Trump wasn't so bad, which is why that came back.
I think what people don't understand as well is, like, yes, the 2020 presidential election was like major, and we needed everybody to come out and vote. Man, you had every superstar and their mama saying go vote, right? But I don't think people got the memo that, hey, after this it's going to get worse, and we need this type of turnout, 80 million votes. We need this type of turnout every single year, or every single 4 years start like after this, because like you said, I mean, you see obviously you see JJ.
I did something mad illegal.
You see JJ way more, but like there is no.
Man, I'm stopping at this motel to sleep, by the way.
Okay, there's no leeway. Like there's no. You don't see Trump supporters like, you know, maybe Trump was bad. No, they're like, I can't wait for 2024 to come so we can get our president back in. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if we let up, if we like slow up, they're going to.
We're fucked.
We're
fucked.
And that's my issue. And my issue is like, people really, the good part was people really started paying attention a lot more in I'm gonna wait for you at this motel, man. People really started paying attention a lot more in the 2020 election, and that's a good thing. But we forget that people started paying attention at a very late stage. People started paying attention when it was going to be Biden or Trump or whatever, and then it came out, oh, they're both bad, da-da-da. So yes, this is why every 4 years we need people to affect change so that we stop having a lesser of two evil options. Bernie was never going to be a savior to black people, and Bernie was never going to be the best candidate on the face of planet Earth. But he was the best candidate. He was the best candidate in that election cycle, and he gave you something to vote for, not to vote.
Two years in a row.
For two elections in a row. He was the best candidate. He was the best candidate there, and he gave you something to vote for and not against. And everyone turned a blind eye to that and voted for the person who would only give them an option to vote for something against, and then complained when that person won. And shocker, is being a status quo Democrat. Yeah, the Democrats are bad. That's why there are certain people like Bernie and other progressive people trying to push the party more towards where Americans actually are. So the more we keep voting for these old-ass fossils like Joe Biden, the more you're going to keep saying, oh, man, the more we keep going down this path, the more we're going to get to the, oh, man, Trump was bad, but, man, Biden is da-da-da. And then you kind of draw an equivalence when, let's be clear, Biden's a billion years better than Donald Trump. But he's lackluster, and he's letting people's expectations down. So it makes idiots in the Shade Room comment sections go, oh, pretty much the same thing, isn't it? And then that only leads to people getting complacent on the left, and then that only leads to people getting like Republicans winning again. That's why I sound off against Republicans and conservatives so much on my TikTok. It's not that I like Democrats, it's that they're so much worse than Democrats that I don't even want to risk like spending a significant amount of my time talking about how shit the Democrats are unnecessarily, because then that in turn pushes people to the right.
Then people are gonna just jump on exactly.
Yeah, and there are a lot of YouTubers who don't seem to get that message. Jimmy Dore, he's not going to see this video, but I hope he does because I want to debate his stupid ass. But anyway, But anyway, it's annoying, and the pinnacle of the mouth breathers that believe that bullshit are in the Shade Room comments.
Mouth breathers?
Literally.
No, like Shade Room comments probably have some of the dumbest people I've ever encountered, and I haven't even encountered them. But they physically make my head hurt.
They make me want to give up. I'm getting service right here. We're in California now. We're in Bakersfield. But they make me want to give up. They make me want to physically be delete social media. I'm turning right on red. I don't care what they say. But yeah, I don't get it. They seem to just be comically wrong on everything. I just hit a stop sign.
Oh my
I just hit a stoplight. I just hit a stoplight. We don't talk about it.
You hate us stuff. Okay.
You know what you can do, Matt, is something I realized. You can drop off your trailer before you go get service. So you don't got to maneuver it.
Wow.
I just hit a pole. I'm about to hit a pole. No, okay, we're fine. You press Y, you detach your thing. I'm going to leave that there. I'm going to come pick it up later. But yeah, it's super annoying, and I can't wait. And what was it? The Democrats, by the way, while I tend to not want to talk about how shit they are unnecessarily, sometimes it's necessary, the Democrats are going to get fucked up in 2022. Because first of all, they've been, basically what happens is, once a president wins or whatever.
How do you get rid of your trailer?
You press triangle or Y, because you have Xbox. I do have two. I have it too. But yeah, so you press Y and that. But every 4 years or whatever, whenever a president wins, and usually that election night comes with a bunch of senators and Congress people that get elected too. Usually if the Democrats or whatever party gets a majority or whatever, then they essentially have 2 years to get a bunch of shit passed, because that's midterm elections. In the middle of the presidential term, it basically is a reflection on how people feel about the president. If you came in and a bunch of Democrats won on election night, in 2020, and then midterms comes in 2022, and a bunch of them lose and a bunch of Republicans win, then it's a bad sign pointing towards the next presidential election. Then the Democrat might lose. So the way that they do that is they come together, they get a bunch of the bills passed that the Democratic president wanted to do, and then hopefully people are like, oh yeah, we like this guy because he did these policies or whatever. Joe Biden has gotten essentially none of his shit passed. Mainly because there are 2 Democrats in the Congress who are corrupt as shit, and they take bribes from corporations.
Go this way.
Yeah,
you cannot go this way.
I figured that. Mainly because there are 2 Democrats in there that are corporate shills, and they take a lot of donations from coal companies and stuff, so they don't want to do anything about climate change. But also because the Democrats are just shit. They had a Voting Rights Act to get you know how a bunch of one of the major issues for black people is voting rights. Republicans will do everything in their power to make sure that Democrats can't win by getting rid of black people's voting power. They had a bill to get passed from to make sure that couldn't happen essentially, and they couldn't get it passed because the Democrats didn't even have enough support in their own party to get it passed. And we are 1 year away from midterms, and they have literally folded on every fucking thing that they keep saying that they're gonna do. So it's not gonna surprise me if Trump people start winning again.
Yeah.
And it's a damn shame.
I've been saying that though. I've been saying that since I've been saying since not the beginning of last year, but maybe fall of last year when I saw how the Shade Room was talking and just overall trends in
we were
how everything was going. I was yeah, we're not winning.
I'm not confident that a Biden-Harris ticket wins
definitely
again.
not. I'm not confident in the slightest that they could win again. I feel like the idiots are just gonna be oh, well, what did he do? And they'd be at least Trump did something.
No, that's my issue. It hurts so bad because it's you're so
tweeted a lot. That's
exactly.
What Trump
you're
did.
so disillusioned by the fact you're so disillusioned. It irritates me because people are so disillusioned by the fact that they voted for the fucking wrong person that election cycle, and then shocker ended up being disappointed. Then they are about the fact that we literally avoided a direct threat to our democracy in Donald Trump. So yeah, sure, the guy might be funny. Well, first of all, I hate the little passes that people give Donald Trump. They go, he might have been bad, but he was funny, or he was a good businessman. No, he wasn't funny. He was fucking racist, and he wasn't a good businessman. He went bankrupt 11 times. But, niggas will see that and go, man, but at least Trump was funny. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Talk about how funny he is when your rights are getting stripped away. Like,
I don't think
I'm trying to find every avenue to like make him sound like he wasn't such a bad person.
Exactly, because
that blows my mind.
Because they got disappointed by Joe Biden, which, shocker, Bernie supporters especially were screaming from the fucking mountaintop that he was going to be a disappointment if you elected him. But everyone was like, oh, he's the most electable. Bernie might be too far, because niggas was listening to like popular media narratives.
I don't understand where this thing came, because even I know people in my family that said it. Where did this thing come that he was gonna die, or like what?
Interestingly
they're all of them are around the same age.
Yeah.
And if anybody, being brutally honest, if out of the three of them, if anybody's showing signs of senility, it would be Joe Biden.
Yeah.
And what are you talking about?
My thing is, like, yeah, they started all that whole thing, the whole, Joe Biden's most electable, Bernie is, they started a bunch of, like, weird things, like, I don't know about his health, da-da-da-da, because the media and a lot of corporations were scared shitless at the prospect of Bernie winning, because he was winning for a while. So, like, they did that, and they convinced a lot of Americans that, Joe Biden can for sure beat Donald Trump, and we saw how those debates turned out. Joe might have won, but it was a bunch of rambling-ass nonsense. It wasn't even any talk about policy. It was Trump trying to scream the whole time, and Joe Biden going, like, you're an asshole, man. Like,
he was
like,
if he had just stayed on topic and just stayed calm and collected,
and you know who's really good at doing that? Bernie, because he always brings everything back to policy. Like Trump would be standing there being like, you're a socialist, and then Bernie would be like, well, you know what's socialism? When you cut taxes for corporations to give them more money, and you let people.
But when Biden heard that,
do I need gas? Yes, I do need gas a little bit.
These two grown ass men calling each other names and shit.
Yeah, we can stop
when they're supposed to be debating about politics.
Yeah,
what the fuck? It's a presidential election.
There's one candidate who was good at.
Both y'all ain't gonna die anyway.
Jesus Christ, But there was one candidate who was super good at. Yeah, you can. He was super good at tying everything back to policy. They were tying everything back to policy or whatever, and he would always make sure, like, okay, you want to do shit like call me names like a socialist or whatever. Well, here's the socialism that you do every day when you give business tax breaks and stuff like that. And like that's how he would go about it. Because Bernie doesn't throw out personal insults like that and stuff. But people just listen to bullshit that was said about him because they came from corporations who were scared shitless about him winning. And did
we just forget that under Trump we had a whole uproar in 2020?
Yeah.
Did we just forget?
And did we just forget?
I mean, I don't think people do really understand how.
Man, I'm detaching right here. So wait, man, I'm detaching right here. So
the world was burning.
I don't think people really understand how incredibly, like, appalling that insurrection really was.
Yeah. People
it
brush it
fully
off.
Threatened. Like, if they, like, I don't think people think about, like, okay, well, nothing happened. You know, people died, but think about if something did happen. Think about if they succeeded and took over the Capitol building.
Think about
we'd be living in
another year
17. We'd be living in a 17th century like conqueror. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think people really understand.
Like,
the
hilarious. Oh wait, we're here.
For my life.
We're here. We didn't even need to stop to get gas.
What do you mean we're here?
We're literally here. Like at the end of our delivery. Oh no, we're not. Yeah, my trailer's my trailer's 2 minutes away. Okay, never mind. But yeah, like people like brush it off, right? But my thing is, even if they don't succeed, right? The fact that shit happened and no congressperson that was like very like documented to being involved with it, none of them faced any prison time. None of the Republicans got any punishment for it. That means that because the party is only going to get more and more Trumpish, they will try that shit again.
Yeah,
and they will keep trying that, and they will keep trying that shit until they succeed. As long as we have weak-willed, shitty-ass Democrats who go,
and at that point,
you know what? We can just look past it. No, we have a bunch of sycophantic people in this country who are such fans of one political figure that they went to the lengths of raiding the damn capital of the United States to make sure he remain president. And a lot of his co-conspirators are in the Senate as elected officials. And we have laws on the books that could book them for that, but civility. And, we don't want to step on any fingers here. No! If I'm president, then Joe Biden isn't better at it either. Because if I'm president, I'm going, nope, every single Republican who was involved in that, you need to go to prison. Even if I don't have direct control over sending them to prison, I'm making sure everyone in America knows, hey, I, your president, stand firmly against this bullshit that the opposition party is doing. They need to face punishment. And they can be like, oh, he's being totalitarian. He wants to lock up his political enemies. No, I want to lock up the people who try to overthrow the fucking United States government. Like, what? And it wasn't for a reason. I understand that there was, like, some tyrannical system that was actually based in fact that's oppressing people every day, you know, like systemic racism. But y'all got mad because your guy lost one time. And then you wanted to say it was fake when it was documented that it wasn't fake. And y'all were raiding the Capitol as all of Trump's lawsuits were getting thrown out in court because he lied to you. Like what?
No, I think what blows my mind even more, Trump was there.
He was.
They were finishing a rally. Like, how are we not thinking?
Did he not say let's go storm the Capitol? Did he not say that?
He said, let's go, march to the Capitol, And he tried to do the look peaceful because technically by legal standards, because he said peaceful or whatever, that lets him off the hook. But we know what he was insinuating, and we know what his followers were insinuating, and we know what the Congress people that he works close with every day wanted to happen. So,
and then that's I think what people also understand. It's not like it was. He just said, let's just storm the Capitol out of nowhere. And it was, no, they had been planning that. If you look, there's records of them planning that from months before.
Mm-hmm. And that's part of the reason why they started the
Trump and his administration most likely saw that and did the rally and was just like, oh, yeah, peacefully.
And let's not act stupid. Let's not act stupid. They planted the seeds from that early on with the only way I can lose to Joe Biden, or the only way I can lose this election is if it's rigged, even though the polls show that he was down massively, and any educated person would assume that maybe Trump loses here. But he planted the seeds in his followers where he's like, oh, I only lose if they rig it. And then he lost. So their general response is going to be, oh, they must have rigged it. And despite all evidence pointing to the contrary.
-1 brain set.
Exactly. And despite all evidence pointing to the contrary, they said, nope, he told us that it would happen. And then they acted on that. And then we just all turn a blind eye as they almost fucking get rid of the Constitution. Like, okay. I don't understand how they got let off like that, but I keep hitting every sign.
You've knocked over a stop sign.
I know. But the more that people keep letting them off the hook with that bullshit, the more it's gonna keep happening. And this is exactly why we need to stop getting people like Biden and stuff in office, because what did MLK say? Like, at the end, we don't remember the words of our enemies, but the silence of our friends. Like, all it takes is for fucking people who mean well to not do shit when they need to do shit. And boom, you have Trump 5.0 mixed with Ben Shapiro. Like, like what? And
I don't think bro, people just don't think about it. Like, it's going to get so much worse as the years go by, because these little kids and these not even little kids, but these teenagers are learning their political knowledge through Trump, through Ben Shapiro, through people like Candace, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is who they're learning their political knowledge from.
Yeah, because as much as I try to do what I can do to affect change, and people like Vosh and Hassan Piker and stuff, Candace Owens, Ben Shapiro, Steven Crowder, they all have infinitely greater platforms. Because when you're on the side of big money, and you're on things like PragerU that's literally run by oil billionaires to keep maintaining the status quo so they can keep making money, they pour a lot of money, effort, and production into everything that those people do, which results in millions more followers than people who actually know what they're talking about. So in an age where we have to combat this nonsense, the last thing we need is a bunch of milquetoast-ass Democrats who are the only other option. Like, what? Because you look at that and why would you go and listen to some pragmatic-ass, bullshit-ass speech from Joe Biden where he's probably forgetting what he's saying or lying to you, even though he means well, when you could just listen to a feminist-owned compilation from Ben Shapiro and be like, see, this is why I'm right about the world. Like, I hate to say it, but it makes for a much more better business model, the shit that those conservatives will do. And it's designed that way, which is why we have to fight back aggressively. And the aggressive fight back we need is not people like Joe Biden or Kamala Harris or 98% of the Democrats in Congress. Like, that the only way we move forward is moving further to the left, and it's super annoying that people are so easily swayed by things like CNN that they'll go,
CNN student news and Carla Zeus.
It's actually funny. Listen. It's actually funny. Like, I ate at a pretty. I mean, I'm assuming I'm assuming it was a very conservative eatery, considering when I walked in, Fox was playing, and then on top of that, when I called them about vaccination, man, they said no vaccine, and then when I walked in, I had my mask, and my mask was down. I was like, oh, let me pull it up, and he was like, no, you don't even need it up, bro, you good. And he didn't have his mask on. Nobody had their mask on. Like,
y'all all are gonna
full of white people. Like, yeah, no. So I was like, okay. And I was sitting there and we were watching Fox. Me and my girlfriend, we were watching Fox. And like it was up there, and she was like, oh, da 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 da. And I was like, nah, I was like, Fox is like really biased. And she was like, what do you mean? I was like, just watch. And I think maybe in like probably like 5 minutes, they had went over like so many things, like blaming Joe Biden. I don't know if you guys heard about that little like it was almost like it was a hate crime basically against Jewish people in a synagogue. It was like a what happened? I don't know if it was a bombing or like a shooting or something, but like I know a lot of Jewish people died in like a little synagogue thing that happened recently. And it was so funny to me how like 5 minutes into the entire thing, they're like blaming Joe Biden, and it's like, what does he have to do with that? And then they brought up Trump administration. They brought up the ban, like the travel ban and everything. And I was like, wow, like that's.
And it's just like it's funny because it's not
media.
If we're gonna blame the president, really, the president has as much reach on people as far as their rhetoric goes a lot of the time. So if we're gonna blame rhetoric, like maybe just maybe the person who was in office for 4 years, not one, saying that Muslims were bad at every point he got, maybe that could probably stir up some animosity, or maybe if anything you could blame him for that shit. But we don't blame him for that shit because A, he's not the president anymore, and B, the president, like, unless he directly called for that shit, like, it's very hard to tie a link to that because you can think logically and be like, nah, it was probably just some unrelated terrorist attack. But Fox News and other conservative sites, whatever, will take any fucking moment they get, any ounce of air that escapes Joe Biden's lungs, and try to use it to blame him for some shit that's completely unrelated. And the troglodytes in the shade room listen to that shit. And then they posted on the ground where a lot of high school students, especially a lot of black students, are seeing it and being like, oh, this man Joe Biden is
that's the
so
thing bad. Like that's why like with me that like there's a love and hate relationship with the Shade Room, because the Shade Room at the end of the day is a media outlet and they post what people want to see, and then on top of that, they're kind of the whole purpose of the Shade Room is to be shady. So like they post things on purpose to get people talking and saying the wrong things, just to like get the name out there more. It's actually, I don't know. I mean, it's smart.
Like my thing is like if you're gonna do shade, like when I think of shade, what comes to mind is like you know, celebrity gossip or like popular culture things like albums.
Yeah,
like
but they do everything.
But when you stick your nose into politics and now you're misleading a lot of millions of black kids into believing some bullshit, now we're gonna have to deal with.
And the crazy thing is, but the way they avoid that though is they don't say anything. They say the real stuff, but they'll
let you draw your own conclusions. Wow.
You know, cut the clip maybe, or like they let people to their own devices run wild. Exactly, they let them run wild and they let them go crazy.
Yeah, because they don't want to. And it's crazy because it's kind of like a similar thing when it comes to CNN and MSNBC and the popular news outlets, because it's like they give you some of the factual information, but also they'll either hint it in a way or lean in a particular direction that just may happen to get you to the wrong conclusion if you don't look further into it. And if you don't have time to look further into it, well, look, you probably got part of the story, but you're going to draw a completely different conclusion because of the way in which they worded it or something like that, because it's about clicks and view time, not about getting factual information out. So that just, it creates a never-ending cycle of just bullshit where everyone can get completely stupid viewpoints from something that literally is not controversial. Joe Biden saying that like 50, 60 years after the death of Martin Luther King,
Bitcoin fell 7% in the last 10 hours. I'm sorry. That's ridiculous. Whoa.
That's crazy, but it's probably gonna go back up because Bitcoin's very weird. But the fact that the president said that in like 60 years after the assassination of MLK, that like another black person who got murdered in broad daylight, which got shared around the internet billions of times, had more of a global impact. That should not be controversial at all. At all. But like there's been 1.5 billion times where like fucking Biden was giving a speech about like baseball and like Negro leagues, and he said Negro and people lost their shit.
Yeah.
And I was like, he didn't say nigga. Like, I could understand if he was quoting it and he said nigga, then it'd be like, okay, I understand you're trying to... But he said Negro. I thought that was widely accepted as, yeah, because most of the time it's not even used in a context that's, like, hateful or anything at all. Like, and it's just usually used as a quote or, like, old-time speak. And it's literally called the Negro League. So I thought that, okay, don't really care. And I'm a baseball fan, so it's like, don't really give a fuck. But people on the Shade Room like, whoa, Joe Biden might be more racist than Donald Trump. He said Negro. What? Where do you get that conclusion, Sherlock? Like, oh my God. I hate people. Where the fuck? Why are you? I'm doing 65. What are you doing?
8.
Oh my God. Now I gotta step on it.
Was that supposed to be slowing?
I was going 10 over because I thought we were like not trying to violate the law for real today.
Oh, no, I don't care.
I caught myself doing 90 one time. Your blinker's on, by the way.
Oh, it is. Thank you.
Lord have mercy. I'm doing 72 now. I just got up to speed real quick. But yeah, like... We are 2 hours and 17 minutes from our destination.
You ever just drink milk straight?
You know, Tim,
Tim
yes.
Sugar milk,
I
maybe.
do.
Sugar milk.
I have not had... I don't think I've had a glass of sugar milk since I made that video as a young man. No, like, actually.
I wish I could find some of the oldest stuff that, like...
It gives them PTSD. I'll put it back up on my IG. I'll put it back up.
I did not.
I'm driving. Don't hit me. Don't hit... I hate you. I hate you. I hate you. I hate you. But, yeah, no,
He hit you, indeed.
I wish...
I hit someone.
No, he hit a bus.
I got 8% trailer damage.
He hit a bus. He didn't hit me. But, like, yeah... I wish I could find some of like the older videos. I still remember that time where I got to teach lattice tables to like my 5th grade math class, and then I wore like a dress.
I have not heard lattice tables in years.
Oh, you remember those?
I didn't. No. Like, bro,
that was a 3rd grade.
With me. I was like
5th grade.
That was 5th grade. I was like,
nah, we learned that in 3rd grade.
We went to the same school.
Yeah, Tim,
yeah.
What you want? Anyways,
my teacher taught us lattice. Anyways,
but bro, it didn't click with me until like a few seconds. But Jesus, I remember that.
Lattice table.
Lattice.
Now you ask me what it is, I have no idea. But I remember the phrase.
There was like some squares and diagonal lines. That's all I know.
That.
Yo, you know, to this day, I still use lattice when I'm multiplying like really big numbers. Like I can do like
actually.
I can do like
you do.
I can do like 99 times like 25 like by hand like normally. But like if you give me like a 3-digit number or higher, like if you do a 3-digit
lattice.
Yeah, unless it's like a 3-digit number times a 1.
You know, number. I use.
I never learned
a calculator.
I use a great invention called the calculator.
I know, but shut up.
A TI-84.
Obviously, I don't. Obviously, I don't.
Hitting the lattice table during his SAT. Meanwhile, I pull out the.
On a stats exam, if you use the lattice.
TI-84.
That hurts because I actually do take AP stats. I hate you, Tim. But obviously, if I'm doing a math problem, like I'm gonna use my calculator. But if I have to do it by hand, I cannot do like a 3-digit number times a 3-digit number. Like I never learned how to do that. Everyone else learned it by hand. I was never good. You
never learned. You just do the same thing with a 2. Add a 0.
Yeah, no, but I never like something happened where it was just a disconnect. It was right after. It was like right. It was while we were learning lattice too in 5th grade, and I like got that super easily. But then when we got to the part where it's like, okay, do it without lattice, I was like, holy fuck, how do you do this? Like I did not learn how to ever do it, and everyone else was doing it by hand. So I was like an expert at lattice. So Miss McGlish had me teach it to the class when we had a sub, and it was I felt like the man. I took a picture. I took a selfie on my Samsung Galaxy Tab 3.
Of course, you took a selfie.
I took a selfie of me in the
lattice. That's exactly how you were.
It probably was. That was so bad. I took it like ridiculous. It was part of me in the actual picture, but part of me out of it. Like so you can only see like half my face, and like it was the blur effect.
That's all that we need to see.
Tim, what do you mean by that? Guys, go to Tim2Wavy on Instagram. Scroll down for a minute.
Archive.
Oh my gosh.
I archived all of my stuff. You are not catching me.
I need to archive some things. I have some posts from 8th grade that I'm not proud of.
Yeah.
I do need to archive, but it's already.
Like with my tagged photos, I see some of them pictures,
It's already there, and my first TikToks too. Like people have already scrolled all the way back to it and gone, so this is where it all started. And I'm like, I want to off myself. It's bad. It's so bad. My mom went back and watched like all my old TikToks. And she actually left the comment like, "This is where it all started. I'm so proud of my boy." And I was like, "Oh, bye."
It's actually hilarious. It's actually hilarious that like I'll see sometimes your mom comment and people will be like thinking that it's not your actual mom, but it's like, nah, that's his actual mother.
That's his madre. That's his madre.
Matt, you got stuck again.
Didn't get stuck. I got stuck.
But yeah, no, it's hilarious. I had to respond to her comment one time and like, "Thanks, mom, love you" or something, so people would actually believe it was my mom. Because I mean, my mom's not good at using TikTok, so I mean, I understand. She doesn't understand the concept of like full sentences.
What just?
But like, nah, my mom actually do be on TikTok. That's the popo. Speaking of TikTok, that was another topic we were meant to talk about, but we're almost there. We can start now. TikTok drama, particularly my TikTok drama. I haven't had any like major ones in a while, but recently, what just happened? I made some video about some person. Oh, that one dude who was like steps to being a better black person. Da da da. So like,
him.
That whole thing started, and then some dude tried to respond saying, "Oh, yeah, the original girl who made the first video was being racist too." The girl was like, "Steps to being a better white person. Step 1, stop touching black people's hair without their consent." Da da da. This nigga responds, "Stop complaining about police brutality when you kill each other."
What?
How is that a proportionate response?
Don't go together, buddy.
How is one of them racism and one of them stupid hypotheticals, and it's not the first girl's video? The white dude was talking about.
Girls is quite beautiful.
Like the one dude who responded was like, "Oh man, that girl was being racist." Da da da. Yeah. Telling white people to stop unconsensually touching black people's hair is the same as saying systemic racism doesn't exist because Jews were oppressed and they aren't complaining. That's the same argument. Yup. So I responded to that dude. I clapped down his entire profile, essentially exposing like how he makes very racist like talking points. Dude, I think his account got banned, and then he got it back. And then he was like, he responded by adding me in a video of a bunch of other black people agreeing with his racist takes. Which, guys, let's get this out of the way. Yes, black people can be racist, okay? Black people can be fucking racist. I don't care what anyone says. Black people cannot impose systemic racism on anybody because that's in America at least, that's a majority white on minority thing. But like the whole prejudice plus power thing, I understand it because it's like, yeah, you can be racist to white people, but do they really affect it? Does it really affect them because they haven't been like historically discriminated against? Which is a good argument, but you can still. Black people are still capable of saying things that are racist. Does it have as much of an effect as white people being racist historically? No, but they can still say racist things. So newsflash: when a white person says, "Hey, you guys are fucking stupid and systemic racism doesn't exist and you're just complaining all the time," and then a black person says, "I second that," the black person is also racist. I don't know where we got this idea from because Laquan said it. Somehow it's not racist. No. It's still racist.
Did you just say Laquan?
Yes, I said Laquan because, going with stereotypes today, stereotypical black
yeah.
person. I don't care who said it, what black person said, whatever racist argument, it's still a racist argument. So he added me in a video going like, "Oh, look at all these black people that agree with me." And I rightfully was like, "Doesn't matter. Your arguments were still racist and flawed." And then he's like, "Oh, well, my account gets unbanned on the 9th, I think it was, of January." And he's like, "Oh, response coming then." Guys, it is the 20th. Guess how much response I got? None. So I guess he just disappeared into the void or something, and that was kind of like the end of that. But I've been through a lot of TikTok drama in my time, and I mean, it hasn't been like anything really, but I guess that's just the response you get when you tell people that they're wrong.
Indeed.
So like,
he was a weirdo though.
He
hasn't responded yet, right?
He hasn't responded.
Nope.
It's been like 11 days. He's not responding. He's some shitty ass comedian who wasn't funny. It was just
It wasn't funny.
That's a common theme amongst a lot of conservatives in media. A common theme. They tend to be comedians who just aren't funny and then just are racist. So, I mean, but to each their own. But yeah, that was a very, very hilarious time. He got ratioed and
yeah, he did.
By
He got
ratioed.
So did Tyler Bluntman with the whole 10-year-old girl who was a rape victim and was forced to give birth to the child under Ohio law, and the dude responds.
Yeah, that was also horrible. Lord have mercy.
Why his TikTok has not been banned yet? No one knows. No one knows, because you just advocated. That is literally child safety. I've seen my brother get videos taken down because they just abhorrently throw child safety as a community guideline at him, even though there's nothing in his video that would qualify that. But this dude can straight up say, I support the fact that a 10-year-old girl was raped and has to give birth, and not get his account deleted? Okay. Good job, TikTok. Makes sense. That man should have been gone. He's, I'm gonna hit his side! Literally one turn away from finishing the mission. I have 17% damage. I have 17% damage now.
We finished.
I went to scratch my chin. I went to scratch my chin for half a second, and I crashed into a sign, and I have 17% damage.
Your pistol grip chin.
That took 2 hours.
You just say your pistol grip chin. Shut your
that took 2 hours.
Ass up.
Boys,
yeah,
that took 2 hours.
We're at an hour 8 minutes recording in this second half of the video.
Yeah.
Engine malfunction, and we are just now pulling up.
Imagine. Engine blows up.
Deletes me, says I can't do the mission no more. Wait, why is it not letting me? Okay, there we go. I'm not parking it. I'm in a hurry. Skip. Satisfactory. How much money you make, Matt?
88K.
I made 96 because I'm just him. Oh, I got 1,000. I got 8,400 taken off though for my trailer that you hit.
10K.
All right. Oh, that was a very, very long-winded recording session. I hope you guys did enjoy the discussion that we had. We're looking into maybe starting a podcast soon. Won't release any more information about that, but keep your eyes peeled.
It's in the works.
It is definitely in the works. So
we are thinking about it.
Not gonna be looking at the back of a truck.
Yeah, it's gonna be an in-person thing. So let us know if you want to hear us ramble on about certain topics for longer. And yeah, I hope you guys have an awesome day, night, wherever you are. Say bye, guys, before I do the outro. I mean.
Goodbye.
See you.
And yeah, see you guys. Peace.